Okay, hi guys, Diecast Empress here, back for another quick review. Now, this review is going to be of some of my all-time favourite cars in the Disney Diecast line at all, in general. I am absolutely in love with these three girls right here. Now, in case you don't know, these are the Motorama Girls. Now, in order, we've got Sheila, we've got Rhonda, and we've got Laverne, who are the three Motorama girls. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of background for you. Not enough to do any harm, but just a little bit of information. So these three girls are known as the Motorama Girls. Now, they are from a backstory of how Flo met Ramon. So Flo is obviously one of the townies, and so is Ramon. They are married in the movies and they live together, etc., etc. Now, the story goes that Flo was performing one of her songs on stage and on tour with the Motorama Girls. They stopped off at Radiator Springs, where the three of the girls here, we've got, obviously, so like I said, Sheila, Rhonda, and Laverne. They went to get paint jobs by Ramon. Flo asked Ramon to paint her, and he said that he can't touch her. She said, why are you too good to paint me? And he basically said, no, you're too good to be painted. Can't touch a masterpiece, etc. And she ended up staying when the rest of the girls left. Unfortunately, that's all the backstory we ever get for these girls. We never see them in the movies. We've never seen them in any shorts or TV shows. Maybe one day, but for right now, all we've got is that tiny little backstory in one of the books, as well as these lovely die-cast figures. Now, I am going to start off and go through them left to right. So we'll start off with Sheila here. Now, Sheila is a beautiful, beautiful style cast. She's got these beautiful big back wings. Lovely sort of peachy colour. The colour's not going to come across too well on camera, but she is a beautiful peach and does actually have that sort of metallic-y, pearly finish that you can see. Now, Sheila here, I'm going to bring it up to the light so I can see. She is made in China. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that on the bottom, but there you go. She is made in China. Now, this was very early in the Cars die-cast line, so expect a lot of mouth plates, and unfortunately that does mean we do have that sort of panel lining that we get with the mouth plates, but I can't not love these girls. Now, she's got those beautiful green eyes, which I think really works with her peachy colour. Now, next we're going to move on to Rhonda, who my Rhonda unfortunately came with a little bit of a chip, little tiny bit of a chip there, but she's still absolutely incredible. Different wing design with this girl, so she's got the sort of more swept wings instead of the long flowing ones like Sheila has. The backs of these girls are all different as well, so as you can see, different tail lights. I do love how these ones sort of stick out a little bit as well. I do really, really wish that we still had cars that looked somewhat like this around today in 2022. We've had so many beautiful car designs over the year, and now I do believe that car designs are kind of boxy and boring, and we could and should go back to stuff like this, but that's just my opinion. Now, again, she does have this beautiful sort of pearlescent shine going on, same as my nails. So I sort of match a little bit of Rhonda today with the style of my nails. Now, she's got baby blue eyes, which sort of melts me a little bit because I've also got blue eyes, so similarities and all that. And again, she does have a mouth plate, so you can see the little bit of a panel line and slight difference in coloration where they tried to get the plastic mouthpiece to match the metallic metal body. And lastly, we've got Laverne. Now, Laverne, in my opinion, has the coolest fins of any of these girls. Absolutely love the sort of two lights at the top here, as well as the beautiful sort of two-tone colour that a lot of these girls have. They have the sort of two-tone coloration, and again, that beautiful sort of pearlescent sparkle that you can see. Now, Laverne does have sort of the yellowy brownish eyes, which works very well with her, and a very odd mouthpiece. So she's got, is that actually metal? No, it's just painted. I thought she might have a metal mouthpiece, but it's not. It's just painted. But again, you can see that does leave the sort of panel lines and the different coloration. Again, obviously, she will be made in China, the same as Rhonda and Sheila. Now, these girls are very one-off in terms of their design. They are very exaggerated in terms of their wings. Now, we have been very lucky to get a few different cars that have sort of wings, as well as the 3 Motorama Girls. We've got a few different ones that I have around here. So we've got, oh, come on, brain, I'm not going to do this now. Is it Halloween? I think it might be Halloween. I could be wrong. I'm really bad with cars names off the top of my head. Yes, he is Hank Halloween Murphy. I was right. I didn't know his actual name, but he is Hank Halloween Murphy. Just have a look. None of the Motorama Girls have license plates. Hank does have a license plate and has a lot smaller wings compared to the Motorama Girls themselves. Now, we do have Timothy Turncoat as well, who I'm going to try and get out of my cozy cone. Come on. Who has the double sort of back wings, which is a little different than all the other cars that we're talking about here. Now, he is called Timothy Turncoat, but he's known as a bounty hunter, and he is Timothy Time Zone Turncoat is his nickname, so he's a triple T, which is definitely easy to say, and basically ended up taking down the notorious Gasket Gang, which is... Why didn't we ever get that? Why didn't we ever get that in the cars world? Like, I want that story. I want to see what Timothy Turncoat does to take down the notorious gas cap. Is it gas cap? Gasket. Notorious Gasket gang. Oh my days, my voice, my brain, come on. So yeah, again, we've got a few different cars that are sort of emulating the big, beautiful wings that we get here in with the Motorama Girls. Now, I am lucky enough that I've got some very good friends in the cars diecast world who make incredible customs. And as I may have mentioned many times since I've made this channel, I did get married about a month and a half ago now. And I was lucky enough to be picked up for my wedding day in a 1953 Cadillac. And so what I did is on the morning after my wedding, while I was getting ready for my honeymoon, I edited one of the photos together and added car's eyes to that Cadillac and created a car that I have named Pearl. And so this is Pearl. So she is based off the Greta mold. Now I will stick some photos up just up here of what Pearl in real life looked like, so you guys can have a good look at her. And I got this done from the Disney Diecast Club Instagram, or if you go onto the Facebook page, same name, Disney Diecast Club, and have a look for Jared. He is the moderator of the group, but is also an incredible custom car designer. Now what he did was he took the base of a Greta, so this is Greta, and turned Greta into my Pearl, which, like I said, is my wedding car. Now, going a little bit deeper into the insanity of sort of my mind, what I then did when I first learned about the Motorama Girls is I wanted to make my own one. Now, when you're as crazy about Disney as I am, you like more than just Disney cars. I absolutely love the movies The Descendants, which focus on sort of the kids of villains and heroes and sort of their storylines. And what I did is I made up a Disney character during lockdown based on myself, as if my mum was Yzma from The Emperor's New Groove, which is one of my all-time favourite Disney films. And then, based off that, I then designed my own Disney car, which, again, Jared absolutely smashed out the park and made for me. So this is York. York is based off of Flo. She is one of my first Disney cars in my collection, which is why she's a little bit ropey around the edges, bless her. But she's absolutely incredible. Got the beautiful dark purple, which does have a little bit of pearlescence in that the light isn't picking up great on my camera. But she's based off a Flo, which I have modified myself and turned into turned into York here, and I'll stick a photo of her up here as well, so as you can see what the original drawing design was by myself, and then the updated sort of Cars 3D model that I made to make her look like Flo. So here we have a nice little collection. Oh, we're making a mess now. Golden Chick took a dive. And this is why some of my cars have chips in them, because Golden Chick is an absolute cannonball. But, as I said, here we have what the main point of this video was. The Motorama Girls themselves all standing proud And then we've got my two sort of stand-in Motorama Girls, if you will, for my customs. And I love the look of these cars. Like I've said way too many times in this video, I wish that we had cars like this still driving around. Here in England, if you were to see a car, anything like a Cadillac that I had for my wedding, that's a rarity. We don't have cars like that in England. Most of our cars in England are like Nissans and Volkswagens and things like that. Nothing fancy in any way, shape or form. But again, I think, as always, I've waffled on way too long. So I'm going to leave you guys all here, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thanks, guys.